Ladies and gentlemen, it is Love TV. Celia Williams. As usual, we are bringing you the best of Barbados. For Love TV this afternoon, we have a real treat for you. We're here at Shades of Barbados, the most beautiful retreat on the west coast of Barbados. And here we're about to interview Jackee Holder. Jackee Holder is a life coach, internationally known. She has retreats all over the world, the UK, the US, and is originally from Barbados. So this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, we bring to you an exclusive Love TV Jackee Holder at Shades of Barbados. I don't even know where to begin in terms of actually describing you, but certainly the author of Be Your Own Best Life Coach, her first book out here in Barbados. Jackee, a life coach, somebody who works with companies, with individuals. You do writing seminars and workshops. Just unbelievably talented. Welcome to Barbados.
Oh, it's absolutely fantastic to be here. I'm delighted to have an opportunity to talk to you and all of your listeners and people who log on to the websites. Thank you.
Excellent. So tell me, what is the connection to Barbados, Jackee?
Well, Mum and Dad were born in Barbados. I have two older siblings who were born here, and my dad came to UK in 1959. My mum followed him in 1961, and I was the first of then four other siblings who were born and raised in the UK. And unfortunately, Dad passed away 3 years ago, but Mum is still here, and we visit often as we can.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think we all know the reason why. London, Barbados, London, Barbados. So in terms of the book, I mean, I have read this, and I have to say this is an amazing book. I mean, totally inspirational. It's practical. It has so much in it that is real, and that's what I love about this, because you see a lot of books that come onto the market, particularly in terms of coaching and life coaching type experiences. And this particularly, Be Your Own Best Life Coach, is really one of the most inspirational books that I have read in a long time. I'm certainly expecting that Oprah will be picking this up anytime soon and putting this on the best book list for the Oprah Book Club. But tell me a little bit about how you came to actually write this book, because obviously you have a lot of experience and you do a lot of retreats. How did this particular book come about?
This particular book came about after a 7-year gap, actually. After I wrote my first book in 1999 called So Purpose, it's a combination of a self-help book, a memoir. It was motivational, it was inspirational. And then I had a 2-book deal and life kicked in. Lots of different things happened to me. And I found that this gap, just increased from 1 year to 2 years to 7 years eventually. But I was really determined. I've had loads of ideas for lots of different books, and as my career has developed as a coach, and coaching is the kind of main thing that I do now with individuals and in organisations, I've always thought, you know what, I want to write a book particularly for people who can't afford a life coach or an executive coach, because it's something that it's a profession that's really, really grown, but it's also a profession that you need to have money to pay for it, and it's not accessible to everybody. And I know in my practice as a coach that we're using tools and techniques that can be so easily explained to people, and I wanted to find a medium where I could share a lot of the tools and techniques that I can see that have worked with other people in organisations in a book. So I thought, okay, I want to write a book where people can learn to coach themselves. It's really about, just being really conscious, really focused, taking time out for yourself. So I've always had the kind of template. I've certainly had it for the last 2 or 3 years. And I went to the London Book Fair about 2 years ago, and me and my friend went around to different publishers, and we were thinking about who would we like to publish us. Rather thinking about who would publish us, we thought, okay, let's see who's out there, who we kind of drawn to, and we kind of sort of positioned ourselves and said, okay, we're going to send our proposals into these 2 or 3 publishers. I saw Infinite Ideas, who are a fairly new publishing company. They are very creative, and I really love the format for their books. They have this idea about 52 chapters, so one for every week, and you take the reader through these 52 different ideas. So I put a proposal into them, but it wasn't for a coaching book. It was for a book on writing. And they sent me back an email very, very quickly, and they said, look, we love your writing book, but it's not right for us. But we notice you're a life coach, because I had down at the bottom of my email was a byline. And I think that was quite key, because it was like, I was telling them what other things I did, and they kind of responded to that. And they said to me, could you possibly put together a proposal for a coaching book? Well, I couldn't say yes quick enough. And that's what I did. I put the proposal together within, I think I did it in about 3-4 days, because I knew what I wanted to write about. Sent it off to them, met with a commission editor, loved it, and we went from there. And I think I wrote the book from start to finish in 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jackee, for our viewers out there, particularly here in Barbados, explain to me exactly what is a life coach?
Good question. A life coach is somebody, it's a bit like if you go to the doctor for any problems or challenges that you have around your health and your well-being. A life coach is somebody who you can go to help you look at your life from a holistic point of view. So we're thinking about looking at things that are working about your life that you perhaps want to make better, improve on, you want to add to, you've got a vision, you've got a dream, you've kind of had those ideas in your mind, but you really haven't done a lot in terms of manifesting it. So you really want someone to help you focus, commit to what you say you want to do. And it's a bit like having someone who can mentor you, champion you, challenge you and question you, and help you stay on track with the things that matter to you. So there's this part of, helping you focus on your vision, your dreams, where you want to be, who you want to be, and also to kind of help you think about the challenges, the things that kind of blocking you in your life. So it's this bringing together kind of a really holistic picture of your life, looking at what's working, what isn't, how you want to change it, and giving you some tools and methodologies for making that happen. So traditionally, the way in which people would work with life coaches, I do a lot of my coaching over the telephone. So we would agree a certain number of sessions, and people will call at an agreed time for an agreed amount of an agreed time on a set date. So I coach most people for an hour or an hour and a half on the phone, and then I see some people face to face. And the reason for that is that I can coach people in the Caribbean. I can be in the UK and I can have clients in Africa, I could have clients in Barbados, I can have them in Australia. So it doesn't matter where you are. So it means you have a choice of who coaches you. You are not limited to coaches in your area. You can look on the web, you can look international, you can say, actually, I think that person would be really, really great for me. So it's unlimited in terms of the resources that you can tap into.